Wisdom with yours truly, Lady C. And we are on Matters of the Heart, Part 4. Yes, Part 4. And I came to encourage you. We talked about writing it all down to allow God in. We talked about expecting when you decide to release things that the enemy will rise up and attack against you. We talked about that. We talked about being transparent with God. Now we're going to talk about being honest with you. A lot of times things happen and we don't be honest with ourselves. We paint a picture of certain events to make it look to be a certain way because of the embarrassment that we really feel concerning the situation. And instead of us really being honest about how we feel and what we think about the situation, we tend to hide our feelings. We come to the place where we do this for so long and so many times that it become a part of us that we just accept what it is. We accept the story that we make up within ourselves and the story that we make up and tell people, and we don't be honest with ourselves. One of the levels or one of the layers or one of the steps, one of the sessions, whatever you want to call it, in order to receive your deliverance from situations and to close those doors and to evict those spirits from your past experiences that is haunting your life now and have you in bondage. One of the very important steps is to be honest with you. Get rid of the stories that you have put together concerning what have happened. And help me to explain this. Sometimes things hurt so bad and the reality of things is so shameful, is so tragic to us emotionally that we don't accept the truth. We don't acknowledge the truth. Let's be honest here now. We honestly do not. We put together scenarios and stories in our mind, in our head, to try to tone down what we're feeling, and we don't be honest about it. But it's time that we learn to be honest, because being honest is going to help you to get your deliverance. Being honest is going to help you to get rid of that pride and that shame that you're feeling. Because we lie to ourselves and we lie to others because we're ashamed, and it's all rooted in pride. And we allow it in because we just feel bad about it, and we don't want people to know how we really feel. So we tend to hide it by saying everything cool, or no, it didn't happen that way, or no, he didn't do it because of that, or she didn't do it because of this. And we put all type of stuff together. And when we do that for so long, we start to believe the things that we say. We start believing in what we say even though it's not the truth. We start to believe in it so much till we accept certain persons back into our lives that we believe the lie. And the thing is this, we already conjured up this lie and tell people this lie. Now we have to accept certain persons back into our lives because people don't know the real truth. And you don't want to tell them the real truth. So now what you do is you accept certain things, certain persons back into your life. And now you're living a lie. And you're living a lie, and it's so, help me to explain this, what you're saying to me. What I getting in my spirit, help me to put it into words, Holy Spirit. God is saying it's time to be truthful. It's time to be honest. and how you really feel. It's time to be honest on some situations that happened in your life. It's time to face the lies. It's time to face the stories that we have told. It's time to face the truth about some things, because some persons have said some things to us that is truthful, but we did not accept what they said. We take it to mean what we want it to mean and not what it is that they are saying. And it isn't as if we did not know what they were saying, but it was so hard to accept that we refused to accept what they said, and we put our own meaning to it. And now we're living a lie. We're living a lie, and we've been living the lie for so long till it's eating away at you, and you don't know how to actually deal with it anymore, because if you've been doing it for so long and now you don't know how to come out of it, and it's slowly it's slowly killing you internally. You're dying, okay, because of pride, and it's hurting you. But pride is holding you so tight till you don't know how to let it go. You don't know how to face it. You're so ashamed because of all the lies that you have already told. And now here it is that you don't want people to know the truth. But it comes to a place in your life where as only you can speak the truth. It is time to face that demon spirit of pride. And it's time to allow it to stop allowing it, not allow it. It's time to stop allowing it from holding you hostage in your life. It's not just only holding you in the relationship that went bad or the situation that happened, but pride is causing you now to live a life that is not you. To live a life where you're not happy, but you're pretending to be happy, and you're crying every night. You're upset and you're doing your best and you're giving your all just to make it look a certain way when it's not. But at the end of the day, it's killing you softly and slowly, and you don't know how to get out of it. I come to tell you today, the Lord say, make up in your mind to come out of how people think about you, how they feel about you, how they see you. It's time to make a decision as to what is most important. What is most important, the way God sees you or the way man sees you? Because man don't have a heaven to put you in. Man cannot give you the peace that you need and the peace that you so desire. Man cannot take away that hurt and that pain that you're feeling. So why should you worry about what man has to say? Why should what man have to say about you be so important when they cannot help you? You have to come to that place whereas how God sees you is more important. And not until you come to that place, nothing's gonna change. All you will do is continue to tell the lies, to keep things looking a certain way. But guess what? Within yourself, you're dying. Within yourself, you know it's not true. And the person know it's not true neither. The person know that it's not true too, But guess what? They're gonna ride you until you can't move no more. They're gonna suck from you until you have nothing left to suck. They're gonna take everything from you. because you're giving them the opportunity to. Don't let it be too late where you decide that you're going to speak up and you're going to walk away when you're flat on your back and they have already taken everything that you could possibly have from you. Don't allow that to happen to you. Matters of the heart, part 4. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's time to apologize to ourselves for lying to ourselves for so long. It's time to make amends with ourselves, and it's time to pour into you. It is time now to pour into you. It's time for restoration. It's time to, when we say close those doors, it's the time to evict those spirits, evict that demon spirit of pride that we have allowed in our lives and that has become a stronghold in our lives. It is time now to get it out of your life. Don't allow it to stay there no longer. But it's time to get it out. Come out of worrying about how people think and what people are going to say and all of that. All that is rooted in pride to keep you and I stuck in what it is that you're in. That's all that's going to do, is keep you stuck in pride. And you will never, Matters of the Heart, part 5. And you will never come up out of your situation if you don't make that decision. God, I want to be the way that you say that I'm supposed to be. I am not supposed to be living with all of this hurt. I don't want no regrets. I've lost enough. I've dealt with enough. And it's time now that I experience the joy and the peace that you said, that you talk about in your word. It is time that I come in agreement with what your word says and not what man says, not how man see me and what man think about me. It is time that I not allow pride, that I not allow pride to control my life, to keep lying to myself and to others. Stop painting this picture that is not there because of hurt and because of pride, me worrying about people. Help me to step out. If they laugh, they laugh. If they talk, they talk. At the end of the day, no one can stop no one from talking. No one can stop no one from laughing. We have to remember that. It would only be for a season. But at the end of the day, the peace that you would feel within yourself when you come out of lying to yourself and being honest with you and God, that peace that you would have, man could never give you. I come to encourage you today. It is time that we be honest with ourselves, and it's time that we begin to do things God's way. Stop worrying about all these systems. Stop worrying about the status and all that. All this is systems to keep you in bondage, to keep you wrapped up in pride. Because it have to be a certain way, and if it isn't a certain way, then you win with the click. And all that is systems of this world to keep you in bondage, and that's exactly what it's doing. Keeping you in prison spiritually, physically. You may be walking around free. You could go as you please, come as you please, but spiritually, you're in bondage. You're dying inside, and many people cannot see it. But God led me to do this Matters of the Heart because there are many persons that need to face reality of some things that are going on in their lives or things that have already happened in their life. And they need to come to grips with it now and begin to release and let go of some stuff. Forgive yourself. Be honest with you. Don't worry about who talk. Let the peace of God rest within you. Let the peace of God be within you. Come at peace with you and God. And I want you to know, those that are laughing at you, guess what? Give them some time, and they see you walking in your peace. they will want to know, how did you do it? They're hiding theirs also. Don't think for 1 minute that they're not hiding theirs. They're hiding theirs and they're living a lie. It's time to live the truth. And it's time to face the reality of things. Release it. Accept it first of all. Process it. Feel what it is. Deal with your emotions. Come to grips with what the Word of God says. And ask God to help you to release it. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. And learn to move on. I want you to know it's day by day and step by step. God is waiting on you to help you through it. He will never, ever leave you nor forsake you. I want you to know that today. So I came on to encourage you. Part 5. I kept saying part 4. I do apologize. Part 5 of Matters of the Heart. Let's deal with our issues in our heart so that we can live the life that God has called us to live. We can be who God has called us to be. But in order for us to be who God has called us to be and to live that life, we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be true to us before we can be true to others. As long as we're living a lie and we're lying and we're living this lie and we're voluntarily living this lie, we will lie to others. Because if we could live that lie, we could lie to others. So I want to encourage you today. Think about it. Pray about it. Ask God for strength. Ask God to help you through it. And go ahead. Make that decision and let's get it right. It's a personal journey. It's personal. It's between you and God. It's between you and God. Okay? I'm all natural. All natural. Let's live the journey. Let's be real with us so that we can get the deliverance and the freedom that we desire. Hashtag freedom is a must. We must be free. So y'all be blessed. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe to Nuggets for Wisdom, LLC, with yours truly, Lady C. Okay, if you're not following me, go ahead and follow me. And we will go on tomorrow with part 6 of Matters of the Heart. Let's do as God say. And as we continue to do as God say, you will see you will sleep better. Things won't bother you the way it used to. You won't be so easily ticked off. Those triggers that you are trying to manage, you won't have to worry about managing them no more, because you won't have no triggers no more, because you would release the shame, you would release the pride, you would release it, so things won't trigger you anymore. You won't have those triggers to manage. You probably may have other triggers to manage because now you have to go and deal with another area, but that particular, you would have already dealt with that and be able to move on from it. Okay? It's day by day, step by step. Take your time, work it out. Let's get to the root of these things, because it don't make no sense dealing with situations if you're not going to go to the root. You must go to the root to deal with it. So y'all be blessed. Have an awesome night. This is yours truly, Lady C. Okay? Me and my natural. Oh, Lord. Blessings to you all. Bye-bye.